Hey guys, Game Off the Grid here.
And you are watching Captain Algebra. Dig it!
Hey everybody, Captain Algebra, and on August 3rd, I'm heading down to Missouri to go to MoGameCon. That's right, pretty pumped for that. I know I said I was only going to go to 2 conventions this year, Midwest Gaming Classic and Too Many Games, but I was looking at MoGameCon, it's only a 5-hour drive for me, so I convinced my wife to let me do a day trip. You know, leave in the morning, get there, hang out, spend all day at the con, then drive home that night. Don't have to worry about paying for a hotel room, it's going to be pretty sweet. So one of the best parts is obviously meeting people. So some of the cool people are going to be there. We've got Pat the NES Punk, who I met at Too Many Games. So I'm hoping to bring my NES guidebook along and get him to sign it, since I forgot to do that at Too Many Games. BK will be there, who I met in Too Many Games. He is on Gaming Off the Grid streams all the time. Very cool guy. Gaming Off the Grid's going to be there. So super pumped to hang out with them again after meeting them at Midwest Gaming Classic. Become really good friends with them, so they're very cool. And number one, I'm sorry BK and Gaming Off the Grid, but one I'm most excited to meet, Do You Nerd. That's right, Captain Algebra finally gets to meet Do You Nerd. I've known them for a couple years now. I honestly don't remember how I found them. It might have been Video Games Monthly, maybe not, but very cool people. Probably one of my favorite content creators on YouTube. They are just so fun together. You can tell they're just having a good time, and they love doing what they do. I never miss a chance to watch one of their videos, so very cool to finally meet them. But overall, it's going to be fun to meet everybody. So I figured for MoGameCon, I would do the same thing I did for Midwest Gaming Classic and Too Many Games and make a wishlist video. So like Too Many Games, it's going to be the top 5 games I'm looking for. So, number 5, Gremlins 2 on the NES. So this is a game I've heard good things about. I know Mega Dan's told me about it. Back in the Day Gamers told me about it. They've always said really good things about it, and I've heard it's a really good game. So definitely have to pick that up. I almost picked up Midwest Gaming Classic, but I ended up putting it down and going and get some more Genesis games. So definitely going to rectify that situation this time. Number 4, got to keep going with Sega Master System games. We're going with Fantasy Zone, a shooter on the system. So this is one of the games Mighty Q-Dog highly recommends. I believe it was in his video of the essential Sega Master System games you need to have in your collection. And I watched that shortly after I got my Master System. And I've become really into shooters lately. I beat Phelios, and I beat Blazing Lasers. I've been wanting to get into Gradius soon. And so I had really fun with them, and so figured I'd add another shooter to the list and got to add another Master System. Number 3, Castle of Illusion on the Sega Genesis. So I have World of Illusion on the Genesis, and Castle Illusion is just one I've never been able to find. I usually see it loose, which I want to get all my Genesis games complete in box. And then at Too Many Games, it was a little more pricey than I wanted to pay, and people weren't really budging too much there. So definitely hoping to pick it up at MoGameCon. Number 2, War of the Gems on the SNES. So huge beat 'em up fan. Streets of Rage 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and War of the Gems always looked like really cool. I mean, I love superheroes. Marvel games always tend to be pretty good. And this one just looks really good to me. Now I've heard Back in the Gamer picked it up at one point and he said it's not as great as you would hope, but still, I think I'm more of a beat 'em up fan than he is, so I'm sure I'll get into it, and hopefully I can find it for a good price. And number 1, Maximo versus the Army of Zin on the PS2. So if you've been following my channel, lately I've been streaming Maximo Ghost of Glory on Tuesday nights, and I'm almost done with it, and I've had a blast. Even though the game is super frustrating and difficult, it's been a lot of fun. But I've heard Army of Zin make some improvements in some of the weaknesses in Ghost of Glory, and so I figured I have to check it out. And I'm someone who I like to have a complete collection of games in a series, so definitely need to pick that up. That's what I'm looking for at MoGameCon. Excited to finally meet some YouTubers like Do You Nerd, and again, of course, hang out with BK and Gaming Off the Grid. So if you're going to be at MoGameCon, definitely let me know. It'd be awesome to meet anybody. I'm always looking forward to meet new people. I'll probably be with Do You Nerd and Gaming Off the Grid and BK the whole time, so if you see one of us, you probably see all of us. We might split up a little bit, but it's only a one-day con, but it's going to be a good time. So thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Captain Algebra, signing off.